Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here. Welcome back to a new game called Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, The War of the Visions. I'd like to thank Square-Enix first off to letting me play the early access to this game. This is the beta for the global version. The JP version has been out for quite a while. Not too long though, but it's been out ahead of time. Global is going to be coming out soon. There is a pre-registration link down below. But again, thank you to Square-Enix for allowing me to have early access to the game. So I'm going to cover everything that's in this game, from the guilds, the PvP, to story, to summons, to like you name it. There is a lot in this game. There's a little bit for everyone kind of playstyle, but the playstyle of it is Final Fantasy Tactics. So if you're into that, this is definitely the game to check out. Alright, so this is the main hub, the main area, which just has every tab that you need to get access to whatever you want, from your story to your side quests, your events, your PvP. You have guild, you've got all your espers, vision cards, equipment to the right, you got Chocobo Expedition to the left. Everything is in this menu. All the information's here, and I'm gonna go through it step by step with you guys, showing you all the cool things that the game has to offer, especially the combat. I will be showing you combat as well, but we're gonna start off with story. Now, story is actually really good in my opinion. The voice actors are good. They're not bad. Usually English voice actors, people complain about them. I think you guys are going to find it surprisingly interesting in this one. And these are a couple of the cutscenes. Just one cutscene. I don't want to show you story spoilers, so enjoy this cutscene. It's very small, but it does show you what the game has to offer. So that was like a small little tease of like the graphics that's in the game. You're going to see that in the opening. You'll see it through one of the scenes, but it's really cool to see that on a mobile game. I've said this many times before. There's other games I've played that I want to see this kind of graphics integrated into it. Even though the game's 2D, I like to see a cutscene turn into something like that. So that's really cool to see. So, with going through the story comes the combat. How's the combat in this game? If you guys are not used to Final Fantasy Tactics, this is one of those games that is turn-based, but it's open to field. So, you got this field overview of all your characters on there, and the enemy characters, different positions. There's different heights. There's obstacles. You've got different classes like mages who use blizzard, fire, water. You have poison spells, you've got healers, you've got more than that, but I'm just covering the basics. Then you got characters that use your weapons like archers. You got people with spears who can attack like 2 blocks away. You've got of course people who use swords, fists. Everything you pretty much want is in this game. You just got to find the units that are your favorites and upgrade all those units. There is also espers you guys can summon, aka summons, and there's Ifrit, which looks really cool. I'll go over how to acquire these guys and how to use more of them. This is just Ifrit right now. His animation's awesome. So the combat in this game is a lot of fun. It is something that if you're not used to this kind of combat, it takes quite a while to get into, because there's a lot of different elements. Like all the characters having a different element above their head. Some characters are fire. Fire is strong against this, that, you know what I mean? So there's that one of those cycles where like thunder beats water, water beats fire kind of element kind of thing. So it is very straightforward combat once you get into it. It's a lot of fun. There's tons of strategy. But once you do have the units, you've got to upgrade these units so they're strong enough. So I'm going to cover all of that right now, and vision cards, espers, and so on. So, jumping back into the game, though, as you complete stories and unlock, and other events and dailies and all that, you're going to get currency called Visor. I think that's how you pronounce it, correct me if I'm wrong. But Visor comes from pretty much doing anything in this game, from completing dailies, bingo cards, logging in, again, quests, main quests, side quests. You're going to use this to pull for your units that you're going to use in battle. Now, these are the banners for the current beta test, the closed beta test that we had, so this might change as the game comes out. But right now, these are the units I'm going to show you. Here's the rates. There's UR, MR, SR, and R. So you have the ultra rare going all the way down to the rare. Ultra rare for the unit is 2%. For the vision card is also 2%. There's a 2.00416 compared to 2.0016 for vision card. So vision cards are also going to be a big important role in the game as well. I'm going to talk about it in a second. But you can see ultra rare starts at 2%, then it goes to 7, 31, and then 8.5 for a rare. So the odds to get a super rare are really good in this. An MR is 7.9, and just an ultra rare is 2%, so not too bad. Here's the units that they currently got in the game. This is the entire list. I'll fast forward if you guys want to pause it anywhere. And here's a close-up of each one. So you've got the beautiful Steel Maiden, you have the Fated Prince, you've got the Red Lion Monarch, the Brave and Wise King, the Steel Guardian, and Devoted Fighter. I got her earlier. The Faithful Weaponsmith, the Internal Witch, and the Talented White Mage. She's actually really good. And then the Winged One Gilgamesh. Really freaking cool units. They look great in game. And as you summon for them, I'm going to show you guys a couple summon animations. They are pretty awesome to pull. It gives you that cool feeling. So this is a summon animation. You go through it. I did get a rainbow up there, as you guys can see. And every time you get a new unit, it'll tell you super rare, and it'll do that whole animation. If you already have the unit, then the unit will just be turned into shards like that. So that's used to upgrade their class and all that. So here's one of those rainbows I got extra. And they get a little character animation, which is really cool. So you know when you get a good unit. Ultra rare, there you go. So that's my first time getting her. And then it's going to go through. You're going to see that the diamonds are the characters, and that other kind of formation, that's the cards, the vision cards. And there's different vision cards. There's different ways to use them. They're good for your party buffs, your buffs. Really important part of the game as well too. So the last part of this is Cactar. We already have one of those, so that's going to get converted. And then this is the last one I pulled. Do you think you could surpass me? I really like the whole little intro and everything for the character you pull. So that's the summon animation you go through. It's really awesome. To see all the different stuff they did for this. So once you did your summons, you can jump into the unit tab over there, pick the unit you want, and go under pretty much this whole little menu here. There's a lot of things to cover. First off, I'm going to cover Enhance. Enhance is pretty much upgrading the character's level. You use experience cubes. You can do that with an event tab that you farm just experience cubes, or as you complete the story, you're going to get a bunch of experience cubes and also challenges and stuff like that. So experience cubes, level up the character. After you level up the character, you don't have to do this in this order. I'm just showing you in this order. You have a job class. Each unit has 3 job classes. You start off with the main one, and you unlock more as you do other stuff. You have these materials you do at the farm. There's a lot of farming in this game to get your character up there, but once you're done the farming, like any other gacha game, you're pretty much good to go. Just as soon as you get a unit, upgrade it. But you do the upgrade, you get the job level upgrade, you get bonuses, new abilities. Under the ability tab is where you increase these abilities like I was talking about. You have ability enhance, and you can see there whatever you have unlocked so far, you can enhance it. Enhancing it costs JP and Gil. You get JP and Gil as you play the game, so it's pretty straightforward. After you do the whole thing, you can also awaken a character. Now, awakening character is just like anything else. You farm the materials in the game. Once you have the necessary materials, you go to awaken. Once you have all 3, this is going to give you the ability to level cap, increase the character's level cap, give you new jobs, and ability board unlocked requirements. So you'll be able to go through that web that I showed before and unlock new abilities for the character, and then you can upgrade those abilities again. So awakening goes up, you get new jobs. Your level goes up. You can see all that beautiful stuff. You can see on the right over there, the shield is unlocked now for the second one. And now we have limit break. Now limit break's also important. Not only do you have to awaken the unit, that's something you can farm in game. Limit breaking is that stuff that you get for getting multiple characters. You get those shards, but with the shards, you can also farm them in the game in a certain extent. So it's not too crazy, but it does get crazy how many shards you need to unlock the character for the limit break. But a fully limit broken character becomes very powerful, so you kind of want to strive for that if you do really like that character. But the level cap gets increased, the job gets increased, and you get fully max out character from Awaken and Limit Broken up to 5 will unlock the Trust Master reward. So once you have the Trust Master reward, you're going to have a very powerful character off that. So that's kind of what you want to strive for with your units, every unit that you guys get. So the whole character upgrade menu, there's also the equipment menu. The equipment menu is not by pulling. You pull for the vision cards, you pull for the characters, but you can craft yourself weapons for the characters. You start with these recipes. Once you collect the materials, you can upgrade it. There's different type of recipes out there. Each unit can use these weapons, but you have to kind of use the weapon on the character to increase his proficiency with that weapon. But you craft a weapon, it's pretty straightforward. Starts at level 1. After level 1 is unlocked and you got the equipment, you can then upgrade the equipment using experience ores. I believe they're just, you know, materials in the game that you use. You have your experience cubes for the characters. You got these ores for the weapon. Once you do that, you enhance it. Once you fully enhance the weapon, it all goes to the max level. And then, obviously, like everything else, you can awaken it. So awakening increases its max level, the level cap, and additional abilities are unlocked with it as well. Now, each unit, like I said before, can grab this and use these weapons, but they can only get good with the weapon the more they use it in the quest. So it's not just like, oh, I got to max a weapon, let me throw on this character and you're good to go. The character has to learn how to use that weapon pretty much. But if you do equip it and the proficiency doesn't equal, then the stats are going to be lowered until the unit uses it enough in quest that it'll go to what its original stats are. So you can equip whatever, but just keep that in mind that your unit does have to use this weapon over time. So with equipment and units out of the way, let's jump into vision cards. Vision cards are going to play an important role in the game. You're going to equip this vision card to your unit. When you equip a unit with a vision card, it has two effects. One is a bestowed effect, which applies to the unit that you equip the card to. So in this case, character over here gives agility plus 4% and defense minus 5. And it also got a party ability that goes for the entire party, that everyone has critical hit rate plus 4. So there's certain abilities that you can stack and certain abilities you can't stack. The game will tell you. Once you get a vision card though, there's different types from rare to all the way to ultra rare. So you do want to go through that polling system to get the character and the vision cards to make the unit just that much stronger. And every unit can hold their own summon, esper, and vision card. So keep that in consideration. So with all this going on, you can enhance the vision card's abilities. So enhancing a vision card will give you increased stats and abilities. You get all that and the experience you earn in the game just from playing all the other quests, like experience cubes for the character, for the equipment, and then you got experience orbs for these. So awakening a vision card by collecting necessary materials is very straightforward. Now, this will increase its level cap and add additional abilities like I was talking about, and strengthen its party's abilities as well. So your party ability will get stronger and stronger depending on the vision card, the different abilities. So you can see from this little vision here, or this little thing here, I'm going to show you more later on. There's a lot of vision cards that go through, but vision cards also give you the ability to use, not all vision cards, but certain vision cards, if you unlock them, you will get certain summons. So, espers, aka summons in the game, they basically just like the vision card. You equip them to the character, and you get a fixed amount of stats from that esper added to the character. You also get the resistance of that certain esper to the character. The upgrading system in this game is pretty straightforward. It's just a material. This material comes from the Chocobo Expedition I'm just about to show you. Once you upgrade the esper to the next level, it gets more stats. Obviously, you get points towards the web like the characters have. Basically the training board that has all the abilities, increased stuff, earth resistance. In this case, you see man eater over there, magic up plus 4%. So you want to level up the esper as much as you can to give more to your unit. So espers and vision cards are very, very important. So again, expedition, I'm going to show you guys that right now, the Chocobo Expedition. So with that whole esper thing, the materials you get are pretty much in the Chocobo Expedition. You can do different things with the Chocobo Expedition. It's not just for farming those. You farm, like I was talking about before, the character shards. When you go into the Chocobo Expedition, it's going to ask you to select units. You pick the units you want, and then you pick which material you want to go farm. You head out. This is going to take either 2 hours up to 8 hours. It all depends how long you want your unit out there. But so the longer the unit is out there, the more stuff you're going to get, multiple of 10, 20 more, depending on what item it is. And as you put a unit there, you're not locking that unit out from the current quest you're doing. You can bring the unit into any quest you want. They're just on an expedition, gain this free experience, and you can bring them into the quest, so you don't have to worry about locking out your character. Now, this expeditions do 2, 5, 10 hours. Like I was saying, you do have tickets that you can skip this entirely and just unlock all the items you would get and the experience. And then you go to collect item, and all your items will be right there. And like I said, you're going to get a big chunk of esper enhancing material out of that. You can also get experience cubes. Everything you need pretty much is here. Not everything, but a lot of the stuff is here. So make sure to do the Chocobo Expedition as much as you can. You can see there is a character shard on the bottom left. So once you get all that, you get all that free items. So it's a pretty much good win-win. It just, don't forget, it's like your hourly, daily stuff you guys can do. So with covering all that, the equipment, the espers, the vision cards, there's a lot more to this game than just that. You do have the far plane tab, which has events, it has raids, you got multiplayer with your friends, you've got the beast den, which you can fight espers to unlock more materials. So there's more of this. There's also a guild you guys can create, be part of a guild. In the guild, there's another kind of Chocobo Expedition there. There's also, I forget the name of it, but you can put your unit there to increase its job level by a lot. It's really important. All you gotta do is feed it food, use guild for it to buy the food. Very straightforward stuff. There's different ways to level up your unit. So the farming does go down to minimum with all the different things like Chocobo Expedition, the stuff you can get into a guild. Get into a guild as soon as possible because there's a lot of benefits for that. There's going to be so many different aspects of this game that you guys are going to enjoy. But that's pretty much it for my little bit of coverage on this, the little early access, the beta test. Thank you again to Square-Enix for allowing me to play the beta test of this game. It was a lot of fun. I never really played tactic games when I was younger. I only got to dibble into a little bit, but I was too young to understand those kind of mechanics. And now that I had a chance to play it, I really do enjoy it. So I do want to check this game out once it does come out officially. I believe there is pre-registration for the global version, so if you pre-register you get some early rewards. Go check it out in the App Store. That's going to be it for this video. I don't think I covered, the one thing I didn't cover was there's a beginner's hall. So if you are new to this game, there is a beginner's hall that you guys can play, and they'll teach you the combat, basically step by step, weaknesses, characters, different abilities, different attacks. It's going to teach it all, so you guys won't be super lost, and you get a bunch of rewards for doing it as well to help you upgrade your units. So it's really cool. The game does a really good job at teaching you how to play this type of Final Fantasy game. If you guys did enjoy the video though, don't forget to hit the like button, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.